And welcome back. Wait, what's this? I already did Who Would Win. What's going on here? Well, as some of you maybe heard in one of my other videos, I lost my job recently, so I've currently got a lot of free time. I am still obviously looking for work. I need to work. Obviously, we need to make a living in this world, unfortunately. But I've been wondering, what else can I do on the channel to basically, because I have this more free time, I'm not like under any sort of like schedule constraint. While I got this free time looking for a new job, what more could I do? So I figured, you know what, for as long as I'm out of work, I'm gonna start amping up at least some of the videos I do per week. Not everything, not like double down on everything in the schedule, because that would kill me. Even with free time on my hand. But why not? Because I'm no joke. I literally have my. You can see how. Sorry, you can see how thick that. It's not fully filled up, by the way. It's like halfway filled up, but that's half of that is filled up with suggestions. I have nearly reached the end, and I'm about to do something I've never done. I'm about to circle back to the beginning of the book and start it all over again with my suggestions. So I thought to myself, well, you know what? Why not just double down? I'm so close to doing that, finishing it up. Why don't I just double down on my Monday and Friday Who Would Wins? And that way I can speed through the remainder and get to the front of the book again and start it anew. So I'm like, you know what, let's do that. Now, and until I find work, every day, every Monday and Tuesday, which is normally Monday and Friday, which is normally when you get your 2 Who Would Wins a week, you're going to get a double Who Would. You're going to get 4 Who Would Wins a week. And that will continue basically until I find some work. So that could stop as of next week, or it can continue on until the end of the year. God, I hope not, but still. So from Ready Player One, we have the question of who would win in a fight: Sam and Dean versus the Creeper. Now, I think some other people have given me the suggestion as well. I didn't have a chance to really look, but when I get the chance, I'll take a look. Sam and Dean Winchester, the fabled hunters who had stopped the apocalypse multiple times, beat God, stopped Lucifer, all that, versus this demonic thing, this supernatural creature, which, again, we still to this day don't fully know what the creeper is, but it is believed to be a demon of some kind. So Sam and Dean are, by all accounts, human. If we are, see, here's the thing, if we are going with them all the way before the final season, they do have plot protection from God as to not truly be killed. They'll just come back and whatever for. Because if we find out, I think it's in, is it the 4th or the 5th season, when those hunters did in fact kill them and they go to heaven temporarily, that this isn't the first time that's happened and they've been brought back because they were needed. So technically speaking, they can constantly be brought back. But after I think season 5, that kind of stops. Like, they can still die, like, and because Dean gets sent to purgatory of all things, and God didn't do anything. Of course, God wrote it that way, so either way though, still they are skilled hunters. They're good, solid marksmen, very skilled marksmen. Good at hand to hand. They know plenty of things like demon traps, all that. Great. But they're also not infallible. I mean, if we were going to, let's say, early season Sam, he would also have psychic abilities, to be fair. But I don't think we should, because that's not the majority of Sam's time in the series. Dean is more the rough and tough. Sam is the brains compared to the brawn of Dean. Both are good in their own respective measures in the other department as well. Dean's not an idiot. He's still got high levels of knowledge of the occult. He's a lot more street smart than book smart. And he's a lot more able to think on the fly, whereas Sam's definitely a lot more learned. He went to college, but he's a lot more read up, and so he's able to plan a bit more methodically when they need to actually make a plan. The Creeper, like I said, we still to this day don't really know what the Creeper is, but right now I think it leans towards the theory, or it leans towards it. The Creeper. What is the Creeper? Jeepers Creepers. What is the Creeper? What is the creeper in Jeepers Creepers? What is the creeper in Jeepers? Okay. So the creeper is it's an ancient demonic creature. So yeah, that does seem to be at least all but confirmed. That is some sort of a demon of some uh, from somewhere. He also used to be he was even worshipped in Aztec lore as the Quetzalcoatl, a sacrificial deity. But it's not a serpent, so I'm not quite sure where the distinction came from. But whatever. Either way, it's it's a creature that sleeps for 23 years and awakens every 23 years for 23 days, um, and feeds more or less, and it feeds on humans. It just enjoys human flesh. Beyond that, though, it is physically much stronger than a normal human. It has magically imbued weapons that can do a lot of damage. From its axe to its truck, which is its own death trap, to the shuriken. So it's intelligent in its own right. It's also got wings like a bat, which allows it to fly. It can take a lot of damage. It got shot with a Gatling gun, and was perfectly fine. Really, it's like it just shrugged it off. Whereas in other movies, it gets shot and does actually feel pain. So maybe it just kind of like grows and evolves as time goes on. But at the same time, it might be the fact that it keeps replacing its body parts with new body parts. Because whenever it's injured, like when it got run over by the car multiple times, it was heavily injured. It literally replaces the body parts it needs to replace by eating human parts. If a part's gone bad or if it's damaged, it just eats that part. It's good to go. Or attaches that part to its body. It literally attached a human head to its decapitated body and grew its head and basically just morphed it into its head. This is due to the fact that the creeper itself seems to be mostly like a meat mech, whereas the real creeper seems to be that thin, um, collar that attaches the things. And yeah, so long as that thing seems to be around and alive and kicking, it will recover. It's even been skewered through the head and being like, "Oh, that hurts so bad," and then just went to sleep. So it is exceptionally durable and hard to put down, but it is on a time limit. It is one of those things where it can only be awake for 23 days before it's time for it to go just back to sleep. So you theoretically could time it, destroy it, whatever. Sorry, you could time it to capture it when it falls asleep, like he does in the second movie. Or, I mean, we still haven't seen everything this thing can survive. Uh, in theory, like if they are able to get capture the creeper while it goes to sleep, and then while it's sleeping, then it's possible they could find a way to destroy the body because they'll have 23 freaking years to do so. They'll have a lot of time to do research, and the creeper's done a lot of has done some effort to hide his past. So might not be easy, but given the fact they got Bobby, they got everyone else who can do research, all that. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that with enough research they could find the information they need to kill this thing. With that said, though, the question simply comes down to, in an interaction between them, who's coming out on top. If I'm giving the Winchesters the best scenario, it would be on the final day of the creeper's feed before it goes to sleep. So that way, in theory, if they can just outlast the thing, it would go to sleep. But that's assuming they can outlast it. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, first that this is in the middle of it, so there's no chance the creeper just going to sleep. Would they be able to take the creeper down? Because unfortunately, as much plot armor as they have, they get their asses kicked on the regular too by much more powerful individuals. And the creeper is, I keep saying creature, the creeper is a much more powerful individual. Not to mention magical weapons like the shuriken, and the boys have been hurt and injured multiple times in many horrifying ways. Oh, that's tough. They probably hear about they probably hear it as a case. They go to the town, they're investigating, they see the truck, and then they maybe try to tail the truck, and they see the creeper get out, and it's like, all right, what is this guy? Oh, and then they see he's got a body, and then the creeper probably spots them. Oh, he's got us, and he just roars like, okay, that's not human, okay, and then the creature, I keep saying creature. That is like that, like they coincide with each other there. Um, they the creeper tries to run them down, and they just he hides and tries to run the damn thing over, but they see it jumps over, he backpedals, runs over, it's like, oh, that was easy. And then they like head out, and then the creeper says, oh no, I'm gonna find you, because he's probably got their scent. And they all of a sudden, they're in their hotel or their motel, and they hear a truck roll up, and they see the truck, and they see it, the thing goes like, Dean, didn't we run that thing over? And it's like, yeah. Or Sammy, didn't we run that thing over? Sorry, dog wanted to go up. It's like, yeah. Then why is it walking up to our door? I don't know, but and then so they get their arm to deep, they're ready to blow it away, but it kind of disappears on them. I was like, all right, what is this thing? And they're trying to do research on it, but the creeper is still after them. Like they probably Sam is though probably able to find some things about like lore about people disappearing every 23 years for 23 days. And so as the creeper like hones in on him again, this time right, making sure he's got what he needs to kill them, and just like do what he needs to do. And they're probably at some seedy motel, and everyone just probably some local authorities get killed by this thing as they hear a scuffle. It's like, we just need to outlast the days. Well, what day is it? I don't know. Like, there's no real way to figure that out, unfortunately. Okay, wait. Backtrack. How many people have been missing in the last week? And so they do the math. It's like, we don't have time to wait for this thing to go back to sleep, Sam. And so the damn thing, he breaks down the door. Just, boom, boom. They start unloading in him. And again, to be fair, it's weird. The creeper is either can feel the bullet and be hurt by bullets, not killed, mind you, but hurt, or he doesn't feel a damn thing. And one of them was a Gatling gun. So the consistency of what they're or how they portray the creeper's durability is kind of all over the place. To be fair, though, they do use more specialized ammo, like they do use silver bullets and things along those lines. So this begs the question, if the creeper is truly demonic, does he function the same way as he does in a supernatural world? Well, if he's demonic and we're using the Winchesters here, and we're saying it's in the same universe, then I'm going to have to say yes. Unfortunately, they don't have enough time to set up a demon. Maybe what happens is when they figured out it was some sort of demon or something like that, or maybe not. They don't know if it was demon, but they tried everything, and maybe the demon trap they put, say, on the ceiling is enough to kind of like put his so it is a demon. Just roaring at him. That's no demon I've ever met. And so, well, luckily we can just keep it here until it goes to sleep. And it literally just can't use magic, but it just throws the axe at him. It's like, okay, I bet you're out of stamp battery just now, huh? Ugly. It's like, it just kind of roars at him. So they're just basically figuring out what the hell to do, like throwing holy water if that works. I don't think holy water works on the creeper though. And so, okay, so what kind of thing? It's caught by a demon trap, but holy water doesn't work on it. What about salt? And eventually they end up hitting it in the fin or the sail, whatever you want to call it, and that does piss it off. Oh, wait a minute. So wait, so you get hurt more when we hit you here, huh? Eventually though they have to wait it out. It's like, but Dean, we can't wait here. There's bodies out there, and it's like. And so, yeah, I know. So we're gonna basically they try to, I guess, load it up with tranquilizers or something, drug it up. Long and short of it, Sam and Dean would beat this thing not through brawn, because that would be stupid. They can't beat this thing outright in physical power. They beat it out more with by outsmarting it and just throwing everything they can at it from that they know of, and they'd probably get lucky, is what would happen. Like, they either blow this thing to the kingdom come, and then just and then just make sure the body parts can't like connect with each other, or it is capable of being caught in a demon trap. That's the logic you got to use. You're seeing as it is demonic in nature. It's just a different type of demon. And yeah, after that, they would basically just wait for it to go back into slumber and then just start experimenting on the body until they figure out something that can destroy the body. So until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.